Hey, welcome back to the channel, y'all. I'm JB.
I'm Nada.
And man, are y'all watching The Last of Us
Okay.
season 2? We just started it, y'all.
Mhm.
And today we gonna talk
Talk
about
about it. All right, before we get into season 2 of The Last of Us, stop right now. Have you subscribed? Go
Make sure you
ahead and subscribe, okay? Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the bell for notifications so you get notified every time we upload something. So you all, this is the first time we are going to attempt to do weekly episodes of a TV show. Okay, so far we've done like a mid-season and the end of the season, but we are big fans of The Last of Us, and we said, okay,
we're gonna try it.
We're gonna try it. Are you praying for us? We need it. Yeah, we just wanted to give it a try. So you really need to hit that notification bell because we are going to be talking about The Last of Us every episode, all season long, every single week. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, fans, one, I think your fandom started from the video game, obviously.
Yeah, I played the game, so I mean, I kind of already know like most of the story, obviously, but you know, they're Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann, which are like people involved in it. They essentially are going to take. I think they're going to take a couple of things, like they're going to make a couple changes from the game to the show. So we'll just see, because they made a few changes in season 1, and it worked out good.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm excited to see where it goes. But what do you think about episode 1? Like, what was your thoughts?
So I think episode 1 was trying to show a really good like juxtaposition between where Ellie and Joel ended
in season 1,
and where they are now.
I completely agree.
Baby, she is not messing with Joel at all.
No.
And at the very end of season 1, that was her daddy. Yeah, that was her daddy.
It was.
Okay? Like flat out.
I think he even called her like baby girl and everything. He was like, I got you, baby girl.
And when he talks about her now, he's like, that's my kid. That's my kid, you know? So to see where they are now, and of course we know why. I mean, that's kind of in the trailer. Isn't it in the trailer?
Yeah, I guess it sort of is. Wait, which part are you talking about?
Why she's upset.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This is true.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want to say nothing. Because you remember, I kind of know more about it.
He knows it all.
So I don't want to say nothing.
And like,
but
I
that wasn't
watched him
true.
play some of this part of the game, but like I don't remember. I didn't see every single part of it. But I just liked seeing that. I think they played up very well. I think Pedro is acting. Man,
and y'all, he in everything. Why is he like everyone's like father? He's a father to Ellie, he's a father to Grogu. I said, man, he everybody's dad, adoptive father, boy.
Yeah.
Man.
But you can tell like he is heartbroken that she's not talking to him, she's not interacting with him. Ellie is out there doing her own thing, and she is really getting on my nerves because she acting like she a little bat, okay? Because she knows she's immune, but it's bothering me. Be smart still, dang.
So I think there's a way she could act more experienced, but not arrogant. Like when she was
arrogant and childish.
Yeah, like when her and Dina went to go clear out that grocery store, and there was an infected in there. It's like, I get that you've handled this before and this isn't your first rodeo and all that, but like you don't have to act like it's just a game. Like,
and you running the show and you not following orders and you can't just keep up with the team
Now I will agree that they're trying to establish that rebellious nature, which we already sort of knew she had. So I don't necessarily need the show to lean on it so much, because even even Jesse talks about, I don't know why they look up to you, but they do for some odd reason. I need you to listen to instructions. I need you to do this. And like he said, I feel like those lines in the dialogue were made just to tell us how she doesn't do that. Like,
because she does not.
You know, yeah. And so that was kind of annoying. But I did like how at the beginning of this season, it's kind of depicting this sort of not sedentary lifestyle, but this like much calmer like reality. Because in season 1, it was, you know, they were just on the run.
They were running,
They were on the whole season was on the run. Joel was just killing anything that moves, and you know, now he's like a city councilman, and like
they got a whole council meeting and stuff in this episode.
It's a very different look for what we've seen, you know. So I think like
it's a settlement, you know.
And like there's a school, and like they're asking Joel to build buildings, and like, you know, he's doing that. So it's weird. Like I'm used to seeing Joel on the other end of a gun. Okay, so like Joel is just sitting over here. He's got blueprints. He's Mayor Joel. I'm like, this is unique, but it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing.
But you just really see how strained him and Ellie's relationship is, and like how she really messed with everybody, but she don't mess with Joel
at all.
And all he do in therapy is talk about how much he trying to get her back.
But the therapist, one, I like that. So you kind of know. What was Eugene?
Eugene was her husband's name.
You know more about Eugene than I do.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played the game.
Apparently, Eugene is an important character in the game, but you said he's already dead. He was referenced.
He wasn't really like talked about, or at least if he was, I don't remember. It's been years.
I think they will probably, because they keep like they hinted at like seeing his shoes being there, still sitting next to hers, and I just feel like they're not done with this Eugene. So maybe they're gonna go and do like the backstory. What was his name? Frank?
Yeah, Bill and Frank.
Yes. And how they spent this whole time going over like Bill and Frank and their life and all of that stuff.
So see, that was
maybe
different.
They'll do something. In the game. I know. And so I'm saying maybe for this Eugene character, and I can't remember the therapist's name.
I can't remember her name.
But maybe for them, they'll show some of that and like who Eugene was. I don't know, but I just feel like it's gonna come back.
The interaction between Joel and the therapist was kind of interesting because
it was hilarious.
I was like,
she was spot on, and she called that man out.
Yeah, she said, "You're lying about something. You're lying," and she was like, "You gotta be brave enough to say it." And she's like, it's almost as if she was part of the therapy because she was like, "I'll go first."
For her too,
and she's like, "I'm gonna say that."
She had been holding in. That I know you're trying to come to me for help, but I need to let you know deep down, like I resent you.
Yeah.
I resent you and I hate you. And I know you had to kill my husband, but I don't like you.
Yeah, and like, I'm wondering if it's because he became infected or something.
Yeah, I think it's because he became infected.
Not because he like did something like.
But I want to know how he did it then.
Yeah, I'm interested.
You know, that got her feeling. I mean, I don't know. That's your loved one. And it's not like he was a whole like clicker at that point. You know, I doubt that he was.
No, but he would have become a runner first. Like I think runner is the first stage. So if he had, and it depends on how quickly he turns.
But if she's looking at him, and I mean, if it's just your face right now, and I know that you just got bit, you're not gonna turn that fast.
Not that fast.
You know, and so if as soon as he got bit, Joel just went bah in the head. Like, dang, give me a second to say bye or something.
I doubt it was like that. I don't know.
I mean, he did something to make her that mad.
So I'm interested in that.
But I liked the interaction. I also think that it was very funny that they were both sitting there drinking during the therapy session. But she called it out because she's like, no, there's something else. You did something to this girl. He said, I saved her life.
And like, yeah, I felt it. And see, they kill me because like they'll have Joel, they push in on his face, he crying, and then they have that lone guitar like in the back, and like, man, I'm like, dang, this crazy. It's good. It's good. I'm already feeling. I'm like, dang, this season finna be crazy. So.
The other relationships that are developing is Ellie and what's her name, Dina. And so Dina is funny to me.
How so?
Because she is like, Dina knows she playing everybody and then everybody want her.
That's true.
because she was talking about the one little boy, and then she was making the other little boy jealous, and now she like, nah, Ellie, everybody jealous of you, and then gonna kiss her. Like, girl. So yeah, their whole relationship, because you could just, Ellie just so awkward.
She is.
But apparently they hinted that she was dating somebody else at one point.
Yeah, I dated another girl, I think.
So, but she just so awkward, and I just think Dina, I think it's more awkward because Dina's like out of her league for real.
And all of this is like in Jackson and where they're staying. All of this is encompassed with the overarching layer of Abby, who was like on the outside and on the way there. We see
Abby at the very beginning, and from that point, from like the end of season 1 to where we are now, is 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So,
and we never saw Abby in season 1. So like, you know, it's like a new character, and like, I mean, I know why, but we'll leave it. I don't want to spoil that for people, so we'll just have to let it play out, and we'll talk about it, you know, when we get to it.
So Abby is like, no, listen, I'm going after them, and her whole little crew is saying like, listen, we got other stuff to do. We can't be so consumed. But baby, 5 years later, they've been watching. So that's another thing that's happening. The dynamic between them, obviously. Their settlement is kind of going through a whole lot of changes because they're expanding. There's this whole, we can't let them in. We need to preserve what we have. And his sister-in-law...
Like, why are we taking in more people?
But his sister-in-law reminded him, like, you were the one knocking at my door.
And that was true.
5 years ago.
That's true.
And I let you in, and now you running stuff, and you don't have space for anybody else.
That's true. That's true.
So... I feel like we're gonna get more of the tension just within the settlement, like in the show too.
I feel like there are 3 main concepts that's going on right now. All the tension in the settlement, that's one. Then Abby and crew trying to get to the settlement, and like they see it from like what 4 or 5 miles away.
Yeah.
And then did you peep this when Dina came in and she was talking to Joel about the crack in the pipes, but then later on when the dude threw a sparkler, we saw that there were tendrils that were coming in through the pipes.
Do they creep you out?
They creep you out. And the fungus tendrils, like, remember in season 1, because they did this, they zoomed in on them, then they panned out, because where they are moving, zombies can know miles away. So I think that's what they were trying to hint at when the camera panned out, because they looked at it, they were kind of moving, and I'm like, oh no, 10 miles away, some zombies just felt this, and they on their way. Like, that's what it made me feel like.
Yeah.
So I'm just like...
They also talk about the fact that the zombies themselves are evolving.
Yeah.
And becoming smarter. What'd you call it? A stalker?
A stalker, yeah.
So they're not just like running up to you and bumping into stuff, and then the time they hear, you know, they're not doing that. All of them aren't doing that anymore. Like this thing, like, was tiptoeing behind her, then ran back, then came around, and
see, again, with how they filmed it, they had, you know, Ellie in the foreground and like way in the background, but like fuzzy, you know, in the background. They got the infected kind of like running and scaring, and I'm over here like, turn around. I'm yelling at the screen. I'm like, turn around, you know, and because Ellie was being cocky, I'm like, bro, stop being cocky, pay attention.
For real.
You know, and then I guess it was a good idea that she ended up cutting her bite to make it look like another cut.
Yeah.
Because if it had been, Dina didn't know that doesn't know that she's immune.
Nobody knows that she's
immune. So
immune.
if they saw her get bit, they would just immediately be like, oh my God, you're gonna turn, right?
That's it.
So it was kind of smart that she cut it.
It was. Right? It made me a little nervous because a little like, what's the thing called?
Mycelium or whatever.
It was like on her stomach, and that made me nervous. I'm like, girl, can you like bring this back? Is it like a seed? Is it like sprouting?
Yeah, I was kind of worried. I'm like,
But they didn't do anything else with that, so we'll see. But okay.
But it was good.
It was good. We're starting to get into it.
Yeah. Episode 1.
Are you locked in yet?
I'm already locked in.
I mean, I think we started locked in.
I love Pedro Pascal. I'm like, I love the show. I like the game. The cinematography has been great. I was like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. Well, when he came and pushed, did y'all see Bart Bass? Anybody watch Gossip Girl?
Oh.
The old one, not the new one. Bart Bass was on there. Did y'all see that? But Pedro came and pushed the crap out of Bart Bass as he said something about Ellie. And then she had the nerve to embarrass Joe like that.
Yeah, it was bad.
She said, I don't want to.
Effing hell.
I'm
right.
Like, dang. Whew. Okay. So let us know. Okay, y'all have to be watching this.
Yeah.
Get in these
primetime TV,
comments.
y'all.
It is.
It's primetime
Get in these
TV.
comments. Episodes come out every Sunday on HBO Max. All right. So we are going to be dropping weekly reviews of each episode. All right. Y'all, let's talk about it. I can't wait to see what you think. And we'll see you next time.
All right. Thanks, y'all. See you later.